that one. Nobody in the chat yet. That one's getting closer. Bernie H. first in the live chat. Big Ray's ball cards. How you doing? I'm Bernie. Big Ray. Appreciate you all popping in here. Let me get my other computer up and communicating with me. Should almost do it like 5 minutes before showtime so I get to start on time. That's what I'm going to have to start doing. None of this run upstairs, get up here and start the live. Oh, it's 2 o'clock. And then 2 or 3 minutes later, I finally get my computer operational. Okay, that one should be loading up here shortly. Stands are trying to walk out on their own. There we go. Sorry about that. I was wondering why it wasn't showing the camera was on. I guess because I purposely turned it off. It stayed in the off position. Hope you all are doing well. God is great in the house. A great large screen camera. Nothing but black background. Should be good to go now. Big Ray, Bernie H, and God is great in the house. 3 thummies up. We'll get rip-roaring ready to go here with our trivia for the day. Kick it off with the trivia. See who gets the 5 points. Bernie, I got yours yesterday. Oh, I gotta make a new sheet for next week. For the entries, we are over 100 entries for the month of June/July giveaway. So we'll see how that goes. Semi Truck 75, what's up, everyone? We're doing well there, Semi Truck. Thanks for popping into the stream here. Appreciate you being here. So our title for our trivia for today is Dubious Distinction. Dubious distinction. But our baseball birthdays for today, Wednesday, May 29th, are Eric Davis, Blue Moon Odom, Jerry Hairston Jr., and George McQuinn. Those will be our birthdays for today. Now for our trivia. Okay, today's trivia will be worth 5 points. Again, it'll be worth 5 points to the correct 1 answer out of the 5 choices. Okay, so I will read through the question once and then read the 5 answers. And after I'm done reading the 5 answers, you can start guessing then. Okay? So, dubious distinction. And it says, which of the following non-expansion teams has never won more than 100 games in a season? Is it A, the Phillies, B, the Cubs, C, the White Sox, D, the Tigers, or E, the Guardians? Go ahead and start your guessing now. Again, whoever gets it right first, I'll say stop the show, and then I'll award them the prize of 5 entries. Bernie H got it right with C. Bernie H got it right with C. So what is today? Today's the 29th, right? So plus 5 for Bernie for the trivia for today. Okay, so you get 5 more entries, and then I believe we'll be at, let me just double check to make sure. I believe we're at just over 100 entries. Yeah, 107. So after today now, we'll have 112 entries. We'll have 112 entries. So thank you there, Bernie, for snagging those 5 points in the gimme for the month of June/July, depending on when we get to the 1,000 entries. Okay? So let me put this away. For tomorrow, we will have another 5-point trivia. Another 5-point trivia tomorrow. Let me put the trivia back for now. We are going to get into Kirby Puckett, and that means this is our last in the letter P's. So starting tomorrow and Friday, we'll be doing the first R's, and we will be doing another big one coming up in the month of June. In the month of June, we're going to get to Cal Ripken Jr. We're going to have lots of cards to look at for Cal Ripken Jr. So let's see. We've got the P, so then we got what? 1, 2, and then we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's going to work out perfectly. So I think it'll be the second week. The second week in June. The second full week in June will be Cal Ripken Jr.'s biography, and I'll probably break it down into a few sections for that, because then it's going to take us, it could take us a couple of days to go through his cards, but we'll see how it works out in the long run. Okay, but without further ado, we're going to start with Kirby Puckett. I've got his Hall of Fame plaque here, and it says he played with Minnesota in the American League from 1984 to 1995. A proven team leader with an ever-present smile and infectious exuberance who led the Twins to 2 World Series titles in 1987 and 1991. Over 12 seasons, hit for power and average batting. .318 with 414 doubles, 207 home runs. Also a prolific run producer. Scored 1,071 runs and drove in 1,085 in 1,783 games. A 6-time Gold Glove winner who patrolled center field with elegance and style, routinely scaling outfield walls to take away home runs. The 10-time All-Star's career ended abruptly due to irreversible retinal damage in his right eye. So there you go. We'll leave that there for now, so at least you have something to look at on the screen. We will get now into Kirby Puckett's biography. Alright, let me get a sip of water to kick things off here and freshen my breath. So, not sure if you knew, Don, Griffey drove the pace car for this year's Indy 500. It was an incredible race after the rain delay before the start. Oh, that's pretty cool. did not know that, but that does not surprise me that Griffey would do something like that, none the least. And everybody knows on the channel, I think, that he is my #1 PC player. So we've already done Griffey's biography. It's in my YouTube video realm, so you can look up Ken Griffey Jr. and you can hear me in all my glory. And then I think I spent a whole week, like we might do second week in June, with Cal Ripken Jr. Okay, but Kirby Puckett is who we're doing today. Kirby Puckett was born on March 19th, 1960, and passed away on March 6th, 2006. He was an American professional baseball player, and he played his entire 12-year Major League Baseball career for the Minnesota Twins in 1984 to 1995. Puckett was instrumental in helping the Twins to win World Series championships in 1987 and 1991. Puckett generally played center field, although he was shifted to right field later in his career. Puckett was a popular player due to his charisma and his passion for the game, as well as his skills. He is known for having hit a dramatic game-winning home run in Game 6 of the 1991 World Series. Puckett led the American League in batting with a .339 average in 1989 and led the league with 112 runs batted in 1994. Overall, he won the Silver Slugger Awards and 6 Gold Gloves during his playing career, and was named to the American League All-Star team 10 times. He finished his career with a .318 batting average, 207 home runs, and 1,085 runs batted in. After being forced to retire in 1996 at age 36 due to loss of vision in one eye from a central retinal vein occlusion, Puckett was elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame in 2001 in his first year of eligibility. As far as early life, Kirby Puckett was born on March 14, 1960 in Chicago, Illinois, the youngest of William and Catherine Puckett's 9 children. Kirby was born 22 years after his oldest sibling. Charles, Puckett's father, worked 2 full-time jobs in a department store and the post office, leaving Catherine to raise children raised in a 3-bedroom apartment in the Robert Taylor Homes Chicago housing project. Puckett taught himself to play baseball by practicing hitting and throwing against the wall. All-American baseball player at Calumet High School, Puckett received little attention from baseball scouts, and he took a job installing carpeting in the new cars for Ford Motor Company. After being laid off by Ford, Puckett attended an open tryout hosted by the Kansas City Royals of Major League Baseball. When he received a college baseball scholarship from Bradley University during the 1981 season, Puckett led the Bradley Braves with 8 home runs, 21 stolen bases, and a .660 slugging percentage. While his .378 batting average was second on the team, his grades suffered following the sudden death of his father. However, and he transferred to Triton College after 1 year. During the 1982 season at Triton, Puckett batted .472 with 16 home runs and 78 runs batted in, and he was named the National Junior College Athlete Association Player of the Year. As far as his career, draft, and minor leagues, as teams tried to save money during the 1981 MLB strike, only one scout watched Puckett at Bradley. Jim Rance of the Minnesota Twins, who recommended that the team take him 3rd overall in the January 1982 MLB draft. Puckett turned down the Twins' initial $6,000 contract, signing him then for $20,000 after the JUCO World Series. After signing with Minnesota, Puckett was assigned to the rookie level Elizabethton Twins, where he batted .382 with 3 home runs and 35 RBIs in 65 games, winning the Appalachian League batting title in the process. In 1983, Puckett was promoted to the Single-A Visalia Oaks in the California League, where he had hit .318 with 9 home runs, 97 RBIs, and 48 stolen bases over 138 games, after being promoted to Triple-A Toledo Mudhens to start the 1984 season. Was brought up to the majors for good 21 games into the season. Cool. Yankee Kyle, good afternoon. Thanks there, Yankee Kyle. Thanks for popping in here. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and you'll get informed every time I do live shows. Alright, so appreciate you stopping by. Could be one of the people from WhattNot. I've been mentioning what I do on YouTube through my WhattNot channel. Alright. Okay. When he started with the Minnesota Twins, Puckett's major league debut came on May 8, 1984 against the California Angels, a game in which he went 4 for 5 with 1 run. That year, Puckett hit .296 and was 4th in the American League in singles. In 1985, Puckett hit .288 and finished 4th in the league in hits, 3rd in triples, 2nd in plate appearances, and 1st in at-bats. Throughout his career, Puckett would routinely appear in the top 10 in the American League in such offensive statistical categories as games played, at-bats, singles, doubles, and total bases, and such defensive stats as putouts, assists, and fielding percentage for league center fielders. In 1986, Puckett began to emerge as more than just a hitter. With an average of .328, Puckett was elected to his first Major League Baseball All-Star game, and he finished the season 7th in doubles, 6th in home runs, 4th in extra base hits, 3rd in slugging percentage, and 2nd in runs scored, total hits, total bases, and at-bats. Kirby was also recognized for his defensive skills, earning him his first Gold Glove Award. In 1987 to 1990, the first World Series title. In 1987, the Twins reached the postseason for the first time since 1970. Despite finishing with a mark of 85 and 77 once there, Puckett helped lead the Twins to the 1987 World Series, the Twins' second series appearance since relocating to Minnesota and 5th in franchise history. For the season, Puckett batted .332 with 28 home runs and 99 RBIs. Although he hit only .208 in the Twins' 5-game American League Championship Series win over the Detroit Tigers, Puckett would produce the same 7-game World Series upset over the St. Louis Cardinals, where he batted. 357. During the year, Puckett put on his best performance on August the 30th in Milwaukee against the Brewers when he went 6 for 6 with 2 home runs, one off Juan Nieves in the third and the other off closer Dan Plesac in the ninth. Statistically speaking, Puckett had his best all-year around season in 1988, hitting 24 home runs with a career-high 356 average and 121 RBIs, finishing third in the American League MVP balloting, second for the second straight season, although the Twins won 91 games, 6 more than their championship season, and the team finished a distant second in the American League West, 13 games behind the Oakland Athletics. Puckett won the American League batting title in 1989 with a mark of .339 while finishing 5th in at-bats, 2nd in doubles, 1st in hits, and 2nd in singles. The Twins, 2 years removed from the championship season, slumped, going 80 and 82 and finishing in 5th place. 19 games behind the Athletics. In April 1989, he recorded his 1,000th hit, becoming the 4th player in Major League Baseball history to do so in his first 5 seasons. He continued to play well in 1990, but had a down season, finishing with a .298 batting average, and the Twins mirrored his performance as the team slipped into oblivion. In 1991-1995, his second World Series title. In 1991, the Twins got back on the winning track, and Puckett led the way by batting .319, 8th in the league, and Minnesota surged past Oakland mid-season to capture the division title. The Twins then beat the Toronto Blue Jays in 5 games in the American League Championship Series as Puckett batted .429 with 2 home runs and 5 RBIs to win the American League Championship Series MVP. The subsequent 1991 World Series ranked by ESPN to be the best ever played. With 4 games decided on the final pitch and 3 games going into extra innings, the Twins and their opponent, the Atlanta Braves, had each finished last in their respective divisions in the years before winning their league pennant, something that had never happened before. Going into Game 6, the Twins trailed 3-2 with each team winning their respective home games. Puckett gave the Twins an early lead by driving in Chuck Knobloch. With a triple in the first inning. Puckett then made a leaping catch in front of the plexiglass wall in the left field to rob Ron Gant of an extra base hit in the third. The game went into extra innings, and in the first at-bat of the bottom of the 11th, Puckett went dramatic game-winning home run on a 2-1 count off of Charlie LeBrant to send the series to Game 7. This dramatic game has been widely remembered as the high point of Puckett's career. The image of Puckett rounding the bases, arms raised up triumphant, often punctuated by CBS television broadcaster Jack Buck saying, "And we'll see you tomorrow night," are frequently included in video highlights of his career. The Twins went on to win Game 7 1-0 with Jack Morris, throwing a 10-inning complete game, and claimed their second World Series crown in 5 years. Though the Twins didn't make it to the postseason for the rest of Puckett's career, he remained an elite player. In 1994, Puckett was switched right and Puckett was still performing well in the 1995 season before having his jaw broken in his final career plate appearance by a Denny Martinez fastball on September 28th. As far as retirement, after spending the spring of 1996 continuing to blister grapefruit leg, batting with a .344 average, Puckett woke up on March 28th without vision in his right eye. He was diagnosed with glaucoma and was placed on the disabled list for the first time in his professional career. 3 surgeries over the next few months could not restore vision in the eye. When it was apparent that he would never be able to play again, Puckett announced his retirement on July 12, 1996, at the age of 36. Following his retirement, the Twins made him an executive vice president of the team. Puckett received the 1996 Roberto Clemente Award for community service. As far as his legacy, Puckett won the 1989 American League batting title with a .339 batting average. He also led the league in runs batted in with 112 in 1994. Puckett won 6 Silver Slugger Awards and 6 Gold Gloves during his playing career. He was named to the All-Star team 10 times. He finished his career with a .318 batting average, 207 home runs, and 1,085 runs batted in. At the time of Puckett's retirement, his .318 career batting average was the highest of any right-handed batter since Joe DiMaggio. Also, he amassed 2,040 hits in the first 10 seasons of his career. This total exceeded that of any other 20th century player. The Twins retired Puckett's number 34 in 1997. In 2001 balloting, he was elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame in his first year of eligibility. In 1999, he ranked number 86 on the Sporting News list of the 100 greatest baseball players. In 1993, Puckett received the Branch Rickey Award for his lifetime of community service work. On April the 12th, 2010, a statue of Puckett was unveiled at the plaza of Target Field in Minneapolis. The plaza runs up against the stadium's large gate. Number 34, numbered in honor of Puckett. The statue represents Puckett's pumping his fist while running the bases, as he did after his winning home run in Game 6 of the 1991 World Series. At the time of his own retirement in 2016, longtime Boston Red Sox first baseman designated hitter David Ortiz stated that he had used uniform 34 with the Red Sox to honor Puckett's friendship with him. Ortiz stated that he had used uniform number 34 with the Red Sox to honor Puckett's friendship with him. Ortiz began his MLB career with the Twins. In 1997, Jim Suhan of the Star Tribune wrote, "What Puckett meant to the Twins transcended statistics, just as his fire hydrant-shaped body often crested the Metrodome's center field fence. He overcame the limits of his short, squat body and of his upbringing in the projects on Chicago's South Side. to demonstrate the joys that baseball can bring a player and a community. Right. According to the New York Times, Puckett was known for his sunny personality and his passion for baseball. The Star Tribune has stated that Puckett possessed a blend of Hall of Fame skill and persistent joyfulness that made him perhaps the most popular athlete in Minnesota history. However, Puckett's reputation was affected by various incidents in his personal life following his retirement. As far as his personal life, Puckett married his wife, Tanya, in 1986. The Pucketts had 2 children and divorced in 2002. Following his retirement, Puckett himself claiming in court documents that he had shoved her in his Bloomington condominium during the course of an 18-year relationship. In September of 2002, Puckett was accused of groping a woman in a restaurant bathroom and was charged with false imprisonment, 5th-degree criminal sexual conduct, and a 5th-degree assault. He was found not guilty on all counts. On March 17, 2003, edition of Sports Illustrated included an article by columnist Frank Deford entitled "The Rise and Fall of Kirby Puckett." The article contrasted Puckett's private life with his public image. Deford reported that Tanya Puckett alleged that Puckett had physically abused her and threatened to kill her on multiple occasions. He also reported that Puckett had engaged in multiple adulterous relationships. As far as his death, on the morning of March 5, 2006, Puckett suffered a massive hemorrhagic stroke at the home he shared with his fiancée, Jody Olson. He underwent emergency surgery that day to relieve pressure on his brain. However, the surgery failed, and his former teammates and coaches were notified the following morning that his death was near. Many, including 1991 Twins teammates Shane Mack and Kent Herbeck, flew to Phoenix to be at his bedside during his final hours along with Puckett's 2 children. His fiancée never left his side. Puckett died at the age of 45 on March 6, shortly after being disconnected from life support. In the subsequent autopsy, the official cause of death was recorded as cerebral hemorrhage due to hypertension. Puckett died at the 2nd youngest age behind Lou Gehrig of any Hall of Famer inducted while living, and the youngest to die after being inducted into the modern era of the 5-season waiting period. Puckett was survived by his son Kirby Jr. and daughter Catherine. A private memorial service was held in the Twin Cities suburb of Wayzata on the afternoon of March 12th, declared Kirby Puckett Day in Minneapolis, followed by a public ceremony held at the Metrodome, attended by family, friends, ball players past and present, and approximately 15,000 fans. An anticipated capacity crowd dwindled through the day due to an impending blizzard. Speakers at the latter service included the Hall of Famers Harmon Killebrew, Cal Ripken Jr., and Dave Winfield, and many former teammates and coaches. So there you have it, Kirby Puckett's biography, and now we'll go through his Hall of Fame induction statistics. Again, Kirby Puckett was a center fielder, born March 14, 1960 in Chicago, Illinois, in the United States. Died March 6, 2006 at the age of 45 in Phoenix, Arizona. He batted right through right. His MLB debut was May 8, 1984 for the Minnesota Twins. His last MLB appearance was September 28, 1995 for the Minnesota Twins. As far as his MLB statistics, his career batting average was .318. He had 2,304 hits, 207 home runs, 1,085 runs batted in. He was again with the Minnesota Twins from 1984 to 1995. His career highlights and awards: 10 times All-Star, 1986 through 1995, 2 times World Series champion, 1987 and 91, American League MVP, 1991, 6-time Gold Glove Award winner, 1986 to 89, 91 and 92. 6-time Silver Slugger Award, 1986 to 89, 1992 and 1994, and the Roberto Clemente Award in 1996, the American League batting champion in 1989, the All-RBI leader in 1984, the Minnesota Twins number 34 retired, and the Minnesota Twins Hall of Fame member of the National Baseball Hall of Fame, inducted in 2001. By the vote of 82.1% on his first ballot. So there you go, Kirby Puckett, our Hall of Famer for today, Hall of Fame Biography, episode 243. And that concludes the biography portion. And kind of like Mike Piazza earlier this month, Kirby Puckett ranked a binder. That was Piazza when we did Piazza. Let me get down here and pass through Puckett's cards. I think we have a little bit less for Puckett after Piazza. So I just put this as a divider. I gotta make a label for the binder and put it in there for Puckett and Piazza. Then I'll get that put in there. Okay, but now we will do Kirby Puckett's. I'm gonna have to zoom out here so we can get the. Come on, one more. Get one more. I think that's it. Let me see if I can adjust the page here. Oh, there we go. I think I can do it. There we go. I think that's adjusted. You can see all 9 cards on a page. I won't go into all the details. I'll just show you all the different Kirby Puckett cards that I've got in the binder here. And we'll just go through them page at a time. Let me go back over here real quick. Get back here and back here. Yankee Kyle. Good afternoon, Don. Puckett could hit. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. So we've got, each page has got 9 different Pucketts. Not one of them are duplicates. If they look the same, they're probably similar, but there's differences on them. It might be the same photos on different cards. You know how baseball cards work for the most part. So we'll just go there and go 3 at a time. That's a Revco. There's a Kmart. There's a Bazooka. Okay, I'll just point out some of the oddball-ish type. Okay, there's the Topps Black Gold, the old style one. There's the 87 Leaf. There's a mini Twin Cities special there with Kirby Puckett. Another mini. What else do we got in here? Anything special? Pinnacle Summit. There's an Opachi, Kirby Puckett. There we got these 2 here, I think. Oh yeah, so this one's a Topps. Oh no, this one's an Opachi. This one's a Topps, so they do look similar, but they're different. I was like, what are those 2? And I can see the Opachi's in blue and the Topps is in white there. Okay, got the next one here. Got the star power card. Got the Topps gold Puckett. That's weird, I didn't have the base on that one. Card number 200. I might need to check that. I might have the base version, but that's the big bat. I always like that card. Alright. Then we got the Hardball Heroes home field. I always liked the 1996 set. That was the same year that my cousin was with the Detroit Tigers. Ben Blomdahl. Alright. Some of his all-star cards in a group here. You can see them. 1, 2, 3, 4 all-stars. Alright, some more. Alright. MVP, there's the Dream Team. Kirby Puckett. Those are awesome cards back in the day. Reggie Jackson, Kirby Puckett. That was a set that Reggie Jackson. There's the Kirby Puckett. I like this one here with the bat and the scenery behind there. Another MVP card up here. Flashback. Sports Flicks Kirby Puckett right here. And we've got World Series All-Star. 2 more All-Stars, 86 and 89. Got two different post years for Kirby. This one's a 1993 and a 1994. That's an 89 and 86 All-Star. Alright, there's a post collector series. Baseball Best. Baseball MVP. I like this, the flag one here. That one's pretty cool. Future Heroes. And I believe, yeah, just one more here on this last page. And that is a score select. Oh yeah, and this was a... No, that's not. I thought that was a Sports Flicks, but it's not. So, awesome ones. And that is my binder of Kirby Puckett and Mike Piazza. I just gotta have this right here to remind me to make a label for the spine when I put it in my bookcase for, oops, sorry about that, packs. I didn't. So I'll put a label down the center here, and I'll have Mike Piazza and Kirby Puckett, and then this will be able to go in my PC binders for the Hall of Famers. All the ones that I just have a few cards here and there, I got those in my Hall of Fame sort boxes, of which I've got 4 or 5 boxes of Hall of Famers I still got to sort. So, without further ado, we're going to open up one pack. So, Yankee Kyle, are you still here? Is Yankee Kyle still hanging out with us here? Let's see, what do we got? How many thumbs up do we got? Did we make that at least 5 thumbs up in the chat? Did we get 5 thumbs up? I hope. Not necessary, but I hope. Yes, we did. We got 5 exactly. So is Yankee Kyle here? I see Chuck Nasty Sports showed up right at the end here. You still here, Chuck? You still hanging out? Just kind of curious. You don't have to be. But if you are, that would be cool. So Chuck maybe he is not here. Big Ray, that was a very good race. There we go. Okay. Left, right, or middle? Which one do you want me to open? It's just, we're going to open one pack today. That way I got the rest of the Heritage box to finish up by Friday. So left, center, or right? The right. Okay, I'll put these away for now. Leave these for one tomorrow and one for Friday with our Fairfield Friday. So let's see what we get here. See if we get any high numbers or anything like that in here. I don't see any big cards, but we'll see what we can pull here. So we got a most valuable player here. Who do we got? Chris Bryant. Oh, that's pretty cool. Chris Bryant, Gold Cup, and a Mike Trout for 2016 Most Valuable Player. Then we got our Reed Detmers with the Angels, a Jeff McNeil with the Mets, a Dusty, oh, there we go, future Hall of Famer Dusty Baker, and he finally got his World Series ring with the Astros. That's pretty cool. Then we've got Will Benson with the Reds, Andrew Benintendi with the White Sox. We got another 1975 Most Valuable Players. And we've got here, we've got a Fred Lynn and a Joe Morgan. I know Joe Morgan's a Hall of Famer. I don't remember for sure about Fred Lynn. This one's a backwards card. Must be, doesn't say really. It's just number 26. I guess that's a short print. Is that why it's backwards? The first 100, I guess, cards are short prints. Pablo Lopez and a Nick Madrigal with the Cubs. So nothing to write home to Mom about, except for the Dusty Baker. That was pretty cool. The Dusty Baker. So Dusty Baker was a nice card for sure. Then we got two here. We got the Mike Trout and the Chris Bryant Gold Cup card shown on there. But I will probably put this one in my Mike Trout collection. That's pretty nice. Mike Trout ball card. Then the Hall of Famer Joe Morgan. No, Morgan's a Hall of Famer, right? Yep, Joe Morgan and Fred Lynn. Nope, just Joe Morgan. Just Joe Morgan's the Hall of Famer. Fred Lynn is not in the Hall of Fame. So this will go to my Hall of Fame sort for Joe Morgan. So there we go. That finishes us up for today. So tomorrow we will be doing Charles G. Radbourn. Old Hoss. Old Hoss will be tomorrow. In case you're wondering who is on tap for tomorrow's Hall of Fame biography, we will be starting the R's. We just finished the P's with Kirby Puckett. So that is cool. Let me put this up here because it'll fit better there for now. The Hall of Famer and the Dusty Baker over here. There we go. So other than that, we've got things finished for today. Kept it right about the hour mark. Got a question for those that might be in here. Actually, I'll probably create in the community tab, I think I'll create the question, but I'll just mention it here. What would you guys think if after my show on Wednesday we did you can see an example of it tomorrow on my WhattNot channel, but if I started selling it's kind of split about half and half, the top 62 players that I've got from current stars and older fan favorites. Okay, so it's 62 different players, and it'll be and we can do it on the YouTube channel. And then what I will do is after we end, we'll do I'm debating whether I should do 1 or 2 minute auctions on my YouTube. And then what I'll need though is for you to pay for the card on PayPal after you make the purchase. Kind of like the way Ethan was doing it on his channel. I know he still does his YouTube too. But just want to get some feedback from you guys in case you wanted me to give you guys kind of first dibs on Wednesdays, and then whatever's left in the box the next time. I'll constantly be replenishing as I sort more baseball cards and find more of the players that I've got in the list. So, you guys have any thought about that? If I do a sale, just a short sale, it won't be real long. We'll get a couple. That way I can just get and you could either tell me to hold it and wait until you buy some more, and then tell me when you want to ship it. Alright there, Bernie, you gotta take off? No problem, understand. So I'll just put that in my community tab, and I'll create a little survey thing of what you guys would rather do. Okay, I know a lot of you don't make it to my WhattNot sales, and that's fine. I know sometimes it might be work, but I know on the East Coast it'll be between 9 and midnight that I do my WhattNot sales. And then on my YouTube channel, if I do them on Wednesdays, it'll be just like right after we finish the content for the day. Because after probably this week, probably all I'll have is like the Fairfield Friday for that. So what we'll do is we'll do the biography or we'll do the trivia like we do. We'll do the biography, and then we can do a short auction after. For that matter, I could do it any day. Sounds interesting. Okay, yeah, I'll put up a survey and see what you guys would rather me do. Okay, and then we can get all that set up. So I'll just do a mini sale for just different things like that. That way I can kind of combine it in conjunction with my WhattNot auctions. So I'll put that up on the community tab. You'll get a notification as long as you've liked, comment, and subscribed. You ring the bell. You'll get a notification when I put up something on my community tab, like for a message, and then you can just check there and then just do the survey. I'll probably try and keep it running, and as soon as I get enough feedback, I will tell you when we'll start it up. If it's not next week, maybe the week after. So this week ends June, so it could be by mid-June I might want to try and do that. Okay? So until then, y'all take care. This has been Don Blomdahl Hall of Fame Biography, episode 243, Kirby Puckett, with baseball trivia and a pack of cards. So until then, y'all take care. Have a wonderful and blessed day, and we will see you around the channels. And as always, be blessed. Y'all take care. Have